So I don't know why I decided to post this video. It's kind of random, but I've never really publicly discussed this. And I know a lot of you guys have lost parents, and I know how painful it is. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to talk about the day I lost my mama, February 19th, 2020. I will never forget that day. It was the worst day of my life up until now. She was on her way to pick me up from work because, as you know, I don't drive. That's changing. But she was on her way to pick me up from work. And while I was waiting for her, I got a text message from her. And she said, I got in a minor fender bender. I'm okay. Nothing's wrong, but take an Uber home. Of course, I immediately called her to talk to her and texted her, and I got no response. I texted and I texted and I texted and I called and I called and I called. Literally, probably hundreds of times. No response. And as you can imagine, my panic was mounting. So the last time that I called, a nurse answered the phone and she said, Your mother is in the hospital. You need to get here right now. And the nurse said, Your mom doesn't have a pulse. We're doing the best we can, but we have not been able to get a pulse. My stomach dropped. Instant panic. I was already panicking. Instant anxiety. I was already anxious. The nurse said, You need to come now. Since I didn't have a car, I literally ran to my neighbor's house and knocked on the door until she answered. She drove me to the hospital. When I got there, the nurse was waiting at the doors with my mama's purse. She gave me the purse. My sister thankfully was able to meet me there. She was on her way up from Fort Worth. And we walked into the emergency room. They took us to the room where she was. I saw everything. They were trying to resuscitate her, but we knew she was gone. And it was so hard to see her like that. My mom was my best friend. I lived with her. Dad passed away in 2014, and my parents had been married for almost 45 years. And I never wanted my mom to live alone after that. I vowed to myself, I'm not going to let her live by herself. So that was the day my mom died. I'll remember it forever. I remember it was raining. I remember talking to my uncle, telling him what happened. It was so horrible. 5 years later, I'm still not over it. I still miss her every single day. It does get easier. Slowly, it gets easier. But it never ever goes away. The pain and the loss never goes away. So now I try and live my life the best that I can to make her and my dad proud. And I'm so sorry for crying like this, but like I said, I've never talked about this anywhere. I've never told the story. I've always been really ashamed to cry in front of people. But you know what? Like, I've found a place here. I've found my voice here. And I know that this video can help somebody else who has lost a parent or a loved one. And I hope that it does. Sorry for the emotional video, guys, but I just felt compelled to post this. If you're struggling with the loss of a parent or a loved one, feel free to comment below. I would love to support you. Grief is a journey. It's an up and down roller coaster, and it's pure hell. Not gonna lie, it's pure hell. But you're not alone. You are not alone. Thanks, guys. Bye.
An empty